Voice of the Sea, learning from experts across the ocean.
Welcome to Voice of the Sea.
This time on Voice of the Sea, we're at the Pacific Aquaculture and Coastal Resources Center at UH Hilo. We meet up with lead researcher Maria Haws.
All right, so this is the Hawaiian oyster. It actually doesn't have a common name, we just call it the Hawaiian oyster, but the scientific name is Dendostria samoensis. And it's related to the flat oysters that are grown in places like Europe. And they have a really wonderful taste. But again, like a lot of our shellfish, these have become very rare. It's really hard to find them in Hawaii now. So what we did was we collected some a few years ago and we got them to spawn and grow in captivity. This is one of our grad students' projects, Stefan Clayson.
And how old are these guys here?
These are less than a year, and they're small. These will grow up to be 2.5 inches.
So not as big as the Pacific oyster?
No, nowhere near as big, but typically this type of oyster is smaller anyway. And these oysters are very interesting because when they spawn, they don't release egg and sperm. What happens is the female actually takes in sperm and is internally fertilized. And she holds the larvae inside her shell for about a week to 10 days, and then she expels them.
Oh, wow.
But it makes it harder to work with. So this is why what we do is we just leave the males and females in a tank like this, and then when the water comes out, we strain it and catch the larvae in this little filter on the side. And so I have a couple of students doing this for their research. One of them is just basically just working out the methods to reproduce them. But we have another student who's studying the environmental tolerances of these, because we're hoping if we understand more about their environmental tolerances like temperature, salinity, we might understand why they're disappearing and what we can do to restore the populations.
And historically, do you know if the Hawaiians ate these oysters?
Yeah, it is recorded that people ate them and they used the shells.
But they didn't have a name, or there's not a recorded name?
Well, I actually had a Hawaiian language Hawaiian language student studying this, and she went back and looked at a lot of the old newspaper articles. So they call them Olepe and a couple of other names. But they kind of disappeared from memory in a lot of places, because she went and interviewed Kapuna on Molokai and Oahu, and a lot of people said, oh yeah, a long time ago we used to eat these, but we don't find them anymore. So not too many people eat them, but they have a wonderful flavor. But we ask people not to go and eat them all up, because we want to restore the populations, not wipe them out more.
Sure.
But we do have these now that we've been able to breed these. We've given them to people to operate Hawaiian fish ponds, and they're actually growing them out in the fish ponds in cages.
Oh, very cool.
So we hope that's going to help restore the populations too.
Thank you so much for showing them to us.
Oh, thank you.
Turn your love of the ocean into a lifelong career. Join NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, as we unlock the secrets in the deep oceans, track rapidly moving storms, model climate trends, protect and preserve our marine resources, and so much more. It's all in a day's work at NOAA. Find a career that makes a world of difference, enriching life through science, service, and stewardship. NOAA.
The Curriculum Research and Development Group in the College of Education at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. CRDG has been providing quality educational programs and services for over 40 years, serving students, teachers, parents, educators, and experts around the world and here in Hawaii. The Curriculum Research and Development Group, improving schools, improving education. CRDG.
The University of Hawaii's Sea Grant College Program, focused on Hawaii's coasts and its communities through sustainable development, safe seafood supply, sustainable coastal tourism, hazard resilience, and healthy coastal ecosystems. Hawaii's Sea Grant.
Exploring Our Fluid Earth is a dynamic curriculum developed by the University of Hawaii's Curriculum Research and Development Group, teaching ocean science concepts through the disciplines of physics, chemistry, biology, and ecology. Exploring Our Fluid Earth is now available freely online. Find out more at exploringourfluidearth.org.